Hey, what's up guys? Professor here. Today we're going to cover the topic of microphones again. It's going to be XLR microphones, compressor mics, things like that, how to set it up. But it's likely that in your time of making music, you're going to need a microphone or have to decide what you want to get, whether you want to get a USB microphone like a Blue Yeti. If you do, check out that tutorial. I have a tutorial on how to set that up. Or if you want to get a XLR microphone, a compressor mic, condenser mic, etc. Just depends what you want. There's a bunch of kinds. I like the condenser mics. I have a Spirit right there, an Ashton Spirit. I love it. It's amazing. But you can't just buy a mic, an XLR mic, and use it on your computer in your studio. Usually these things require interfaces. So if you look down here, that is your plug. That's the important one. All right, so let me plug that back in after I show you what the cord is. So if you get your mic, or if you're planning on going out to get one today, you need to make sure you pick up your cable. So your cable needs to have the male and the female side. All right, and you're probably going to need an interface. Now right here I have a Focusrite Scarlett Solo 2, I believe. It works very well for what I need. It has an instrument slot and a microphone slot. With the cord and the interface, you theoretically have everything you need to use your mic. Of course, you'll want to invest in different things to make your sound quality better, because the reason, if you pick up an XLR microphone, it's because you're looking for the quality difference. And usually you'll train your ear to hear that stuff. You might have to do some vocal manipulation, record at higher or different frequencies or different ratios, like kilobits or whatever. And if you're going to be doing like equalizing or processing on them, that's where XLRs come into play. But if you're just doing like some Twitch streaming or something like that, you know, you don't really need something crazy. Okay, so say you just get home, you have your laptop, you have your microphone, and you have your interface, all right? So the first thing you need to do is make sure there are drivers that you do or don't need to install onto your computer. For the Focusrite Scarlett Solo 2, I had to install the drivers. It was easy. I just went to the website that it had the book and the thing. You can even look it up online. You install the driver. All right, you might have to restart your computer. After you do this, you know, set up your mic, get the cord plugged in, and the cord plugged in. Now, this cord back here, you'll notice like it's the same kind of cord a lot of like Midi controllers use. You know, you plug that in there, and then you plug this into the computer via a USB slot. All right. All right. So we got that plugged in. All right, guys. So by now you should have your microphone set up and your interface plugged in. So, okay, they're both plugged in. Check. All right, good. So now that we have both of them plugged in, what we're gonna do is, excuse me. We need to go into our sounds. So what we're gonna do here is you go right click the bottom here and you go click sounds. Now, go to your recording and your playback. Now you need to check two things first. Make sure that your microphone, see how that lights up green for a second? It's picking up sound. That's good. Make sure it's not red. So you can even sing like this and go la 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 la. So it's green. It's not red. Red is bad. If it's red, turn that down. Turn down your other inserts that you're not using so you don't pick up on fuzz, and make sure your monitor is on so you can hear sounds, because it's likely that your computer will have stopped using its speakers and will start using the Focusrite as the playback, a default playback now, which means you'll plug in your headphones here. Though you could just go back and use your speakers if you'd like. You could do that as well. You don't have to plug in your headphones to here. You could just plug them back into your here, but you'd have to change your default playback to what it originally was. Now, the big thing, recording. This is where you need to make sure that you have the proper default audio. Now right now, you'll see I have my Blue Yeti my regular microphone headphone, and my Focusrite all doing stuff. And that's the Focusrite is picking up on sound. So my XLR mic and interface are picking up on sound. Right now they're default, but say they weren't default. You right click it, set as default device. Bueno. All right, so now that it's default, that'll be picking up on a bunch of our sounds, okay? So at this point here, this is set up, and this is set up. So I click OK, and now we're gonna go open FL Studios, all right? So we're in FL Studios now. So now that we're here, we're gonna go to our mixer, and we have to choose an insert to record on. So for your XLR or your interface, you'll go over here, click on like 4 or anything, and click on number 1. Right now, mine's linked to 1. Now notice how you were hearing that stupid ass reverb? Everyone gets confused when this happens. You need to make sure, if you don't want to hear that reverb coming in, but you still want your mic to pick up things and record down there, but you don't want to hear the reverb. Now look, I'm going to show you on 2 screens. Ready, guys? This is what you do. This right here, that is what's making you hear this. You click on your insert for the microphone, click on it. You see how it's wired to here? Good. It's just playing back, that means. What you need to do is that. So again, now you can hear me. Boom, boom, down. But the mic is still picking up on sounds. See? So now you're set to record over a track without having to hear yourself talk back and ruin your flow. Okay? So you go here, insert 1. Boom. Excellent. What you need to do is go to your track and choose where you want to start recording. So say I want to start recording from right here. You go to the record option right here, and you click record audio into playlist as audio clip. You'll hear a metronome countdown, do, 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 and then it'll start recording. So So we should have gotten that. Press spacebar again. You're seeing the waveform now. Excellent. Now, you'll notice a big thing I did is I didn't overblow my mic. If you have this turned up too loud, you'll be putting in too much volume input into your studio. If your microphone is breaking 0 here or 0 here and going into reds, your vocals are going to start losing quality. You can record at a lower volume, because to fix a lower volume, all you have to do is this, all right? So I'm going to insert that I'm going to put that on track 2, okay? And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to you can limit it. I mean, you can either manually adjust it like this, but what you would do is you would put a limiter on it. Select, and just go to whatever limiter your studio is, or compressor, and here we go, check this out. So what I'm doing right now by doing this is I'm pushing up the volume of the lower sounds by gaining my vocals, and I'm condensing the higher sounds. Now, these are not the numbers you should use. You should listen very carefully and closely when you're doing this stuff. But that's what you do. That's why you make sure the area you're in is clear. So when you gain those vocals with your mic, you're not picking up on a lot of reverb in the room or noise from outside, or noise from anywhere in the house. You get like into a closet and acoustically set it up, put some blankets, clothes up and stuff like that. You want to make sure there's very little voice reflection, or not voice, audio reflection. It's going to sound better, especially when you start getting into these higher quality mics and you start recording at proper levels and things like that. So make sure your area is clear. Make sure you have a good area to record, and then remember to record without blowing. Am I still recording good? Blowing out or over powering the vocals and the tracks, what you're doing. So And you can even EQ them as well. That's another big thing about having a mic this good, is you can then EQ it. So you can like go to your presets, mastering, and you could do a vocal presence, which you'll see cuts out a lot of the frequencies that aren't used in vocals, boosts what kind of is. Or you can make your own EQ, which I would recommend is practicing that. And I have a tutorial for that as well. Link in description below. So I got my EQ, I got my limiter on it, so my vocals are set. Theoretically, I'd be set to go as long as I did all the editing from there. But that's how you record, which I guess, let's not get distracted. That's what the whole, that's what this video was supposed to be for, was recording. So let's go over the checklist again. You have your microphone, your cable, your 2 cables, to be honest. You have your interface. You make sure drivers are installed, computer, sound settings, recording is set to your interface or wherever your mic is wired through. Then, in here, in your studio, choose an insert, arm it for recording, turn down the bullshit reverb, go up here, audio into playlist as audio clip. It's that easy. Everything else is just getting your sound right. If you guys are looking just for a few things that are cheap that can help you with the quality of the sound, say you don't have a lot of money to like soundproof a room, etc. You should always get a pop filter. Pop filters are great. You can get an isolation chamber like this. It works pretty well. It definitely does. It makes a huge difference in the quality of what's being picked up directly by the mic, though it can't really like destroy everything in the room. But it definitely helps with your vocals and helping them sound a little clearer, so you can add manual reverb and delay on them. A mic stand, since most likely plugs in the bottom. A shock mount helps absorbs vibrations and those sounds. Other than that, that's really what we're looking at today, and that's really how you're going to get the best out of if you get that as well. So those are my tips, and that's how to set it up today. I hope this helped out with all that stuff. Let's see if there's anything else I should go over for you guys before I dip. Nope. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You know what? I should actually look at you guys while I'm talking. Shouldn't I? That would be nice, wouldn't it? All right. So that should be everything, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them. Or the community will. Be sure to subscribe so you can join the community, guys. We're at 945. I'm almost at 1,000. And to be honest, the more I can make a living off of this, the more money I can make, the more time I can devote to doing this to you guys. I want to, like I said, do this full time one day. So subscribe, leave a like, check out some more videos on the channel. I got a tutorial on using an MPK Mini, just a whole series on producing with FL Studios, how to get the most out of your studio. And you can check out Pond 5, BeatStars, buy some beats, or you can just listen to the music we make on SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it answered your questions. I hope you guys have an excellent day. On that note, I'm heading out. I gotta go get ready for work. I'm working on a new video for you guys where I make a beat at work and try not to get caught. It's kind of like, see if I can make a beat without anyone noticing using only my phone. Alright guys, that's it. Peace.